Don't be a victim of your circumstances. Eric Thomas, every one of us is born into a set of circumstances we did not choose. Where we were born, who raised us, what school we went to, whether our environment was full of love or pain, whether we had mentors or survived on our own. Life does not begin on a level playing field. Some people are born into wealth, others into poverty. Some are surrounded by opportunity, others are surrounded by obstacles. But there is one truth that cuts through all these realities. You can choose to rise. No. You can choose to break through. You can choose to rewrite the script. Eric Thomas is a living example of this. Homeless as a teenager, high school dropout. He is one of the most powerful motivational speakers in the world. Not because his circumstances changed magically, but because he refused to be a victim. In this article, we are going deep. It's not just into his story, but into the mindset, the strategy, the fire that helped him turn pain into purpose, that helped him transform suffering into service, that helped him go from the streets to global stages. If you're going through something right now, if you feel stuck, broken, limited, trapped, this is for you. Let's break it down. One of the biggest lies we believe is that we are stuck because of our circumstances. We tell ourselves, if only I had better parents, if only I lived in a better neighborhood, if only I had more money, if only I had connections, if only I had more time, if only I were born somewhere else, with someone else, in a different decade. And the truth is, these conditions do affect us. They shape our early reality. They can create trauma. They can build walls. But here's the danger. When we internalize these conditions as permanent, when we let them define who we are, when we turn them into excuses, we lose our power. We stop trying. We stop dreaming. We get bitter, jealous, resentful. We blame. Blaming feels good for a while. It makes us feel like the victim. Victims get attention, sympathy, validation. But victims also stay stuck. Because when you believe everything bad in your life is someone else's fault, you give away your ability to change it. And this is what Eric Thomas realized. Sleeping in abandoned buildings, digging through trash, he had a choice. Keep blaming or take ownership. Keep feeling sorry for himself or rise. He chose to rise, and it started with one powerful realization. Your circumstances may explain where you are, but they don't define where you can go. The solution begins with ownership, the foundation of all transformation is responsibility, not guilt, not shame, responsibility. The difference is simple. Guilt says it's my fault and I'm bad. Responsibility says it's my life and I'm in charge. Eric Thomas stopped pointing fingers. He stopped waiting for someone to rescue him. He decided to rescue himself. And that decision changed everything. It started with a shift in mindset. He went from why me to what now. He stopped asking why life was hard. He started asking, what do I need to do to change it? He stopped waking up angry, started waking up hungry. That hunger became fuel. Found a church, found mentors, went back to school, slept on floors, studied by candlelight, walked miles to class. He refused to quit, refused to be average. He refused to be another statistic. He decided to be legendary. That is the mindset shift. Stop saying I can't. Because start saying I will despite. Your story is not over. Your chapter is not closed. You can turn the page. You can write the next part. And this is not about motivation. This is about identity. You have to see yourself as the author of your life, not the character reacting to everything, but the creator, the designer, the builder. That shift changes your energy, your decisions, your future. The second part of the solution is action. Motivation without movement is useless. Eric didn't just talk, grinded. He read books, took classes, woke up early, stayed up late, sacrificed comfort for greatness, said no to parties, yes to discipline, no to excuses, yes to execution. That's the difference between dreamers and achievers. Action. Massive, consistent action. Not just when it feels good, but when it hurts. When it's lonely, when no one's watching, that's when greatness is born. The third part of the solution is service. Eric took his pain and turned it into purpose. He knew what it felt like to be broken, and instead of hiding it, he used his voice to reach others, his story to inspire others, his past to teach others. You do the same? Whatever you've been through, someone else is going through it now. Your healing becomes someone else's hope. Your breakthrough becomes someone else's blueprint. That's how you stop being a victim. You become a guide, a light, a leader. You take your scars and turn them into strength, and you give back, not because you have to, but because you can. That is legacy. Conclusion: Eric Thomas teaches us that your past does not define your potential. Your struggles do not cancel your future. Your pain is not your prison, unless you let it be. You're not stuck. You're not broken beyond repair. You are not cursed. You are not finished. You are in transition. You are becoming. You are in process. But you must decide. No one can make this decision for you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your spouse, not your boss, not your enemies. Only you. Only you can choose to take responsibility. Only you can choose to rise. Only you can stop blaming and start building. Only you can flip the switch. And when you do, when you truly decide, nothing can stop you. That fire in your belly, that voice in your soul, that dream in your heart, it's not random. It's not fake. It's calling you. It's your mission, your purpose. But it's on you to answer. Eric Thomas did not wait for permission. He took his pain and used it to power his life. You can too, no matter where you start, no matter what you've been through. Your story is not over. Your best chapter is still unwritten. Don't be a victim. Be a warrior. Be a winner. Be the example. Be the spark. Be the shift your family tree needs. Be the legend your younger self prayed for. Be the change your future self will thank you. For the world does not need more victims. The world needs more victors. You are one decision away from a completely different life. If this message spoke to you, something inside you woke up, don't let it fade. Take action now, like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment and tell us how you're taking ownership today. Subscribe for weekly messages that light a fire in your soul. And remember, you are not your circumstances. You are your choices. Choose power. Choose purpose. Choose to rise. Now is your time.